Pokemon is a franchise that needs no introduction. It's the most profitable media brand in the world, with thousands of raving Pokemaniacs waiting for the new release of any given title. This series has quite the following. I myself have been a massive fan for many years, trying to catch them all since I was 5, and my love for the series is immeasurable. So many cool designs and Charizard inhabit this world of deadly fighting animals. From a pile of garbage to an extra-dimensional Voidworm, it's a crazy and unique setting that I'm glad to have experienced throughout my childhood. Although my parents and minister would probably have preferred that I didn't. Who cares what they think, though? They're just jealous they don't have a full team of level 100s like me. That said, there are a lot of things that I didn't know about the series, which was hard to believe since, as I said, I am such a massive fan. There were so many things I didn't know that I see it fit to break them up into individual generations, and it makes sense to start on the generation that got me into the series, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. Since I didn't know them, you probably don't know them either. So here's the top 10 things you didn't know about Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. Number 10. The music changes with the time of day. Thanks to advances in technology, the DS was able to support real-time in-game event changes, and the Pokemon series took full advantage of the incredible power of the Nintendo DS, and this took the form of the day and night system in-game, but also the lesser-known feature of the music changing with the time. Tracks at night would be lower pitched and slower than their daytime counterparts. Here, have a listen. There were even sound variations for the morning, a time I was never up for as a kid. Number 9. This was the first generation to split moves into physical and special. Before Diamond and Pearl, the types themselves were the determining factor in what moves were physical and special. This resulted in some Pokemon being horrible since they had moves that didn't complement their stats. The physical types were Normal, Fighting, Flying, Ground, Rock, Bug, Ghost, Poison, Steel. The special types were Water, Grass, Fire, Ice, Electric, Psychic, Dragon, Dark. If you had a Pelipper with Hyper Beam, you would be destroyed by the Skiploom with Giga Drain. It was funny to see, but the new system is leagues better than the old one. Number 8. Shiny hunting was made easier through a gimmick. Shiny hunting used to be an arduous process that was much harder before Gen 4. The rate at which you would find your mythical shiny Pokemon is so much lower, and you can really feel it on your 50th shiny Pokemon grind when it ends in miserable failure. Thankfully, Game Freak understands that not all of us can skip work to find that perfect shiny Gengar for our team. It's a good thing that someone on the dev team had the hardcore fans in mind when they added the Poké Radar, which upped the find rate for shinies astronomically. However, in Ruby and Sapphire, you'd be burning a night away just to attempt to catch that beautiful recolor of your favorite Mon to show off to your friends. Only old school fans know the pain of hunting for the shiny you want but never actually getting it. Number 7. The Dusk Ball at night was better than the Ultra Ball. If you wanted to have a slightly better time at catching a legendary, just do it at night. The cheaper and more effective Dust Balls had a 4.0 catch rate rather than a 3.5 for an Ultra Ball. All the more reason to not go out on a Friday night. Number 6. If you put a copy of a GBA Pokemon game into the DS's Game Boy slot, you could do more than just migrate some of your Pokemon to the newer games. You could also receive a few items for the contest hall. If Pokemon Leaf Green is inserted, you receive the Crown. If Pokemon Fire Red is inserted, you receive the Tiara. If Pokemon Ruby Sapphire Emerald is inserted, you receive the Nothing. Number 3. In the original Diamond and Pearl, the events of the game took place after they do in Platinum. As many old fans will remember, Game Freak had the funny habit of re-releasing a slightly updated version of all of their games with minimal differences at full price a few years after the initial launch of the first titles in the generation. This time, however, the people over at Game Freak really stepped their game up by setting the events of Platinum a few weeks before those of Diamond and Pearl. It's hard to believe how much this type of change really brings the world to life, with the genius of Gamers Freak on clear display with how they rewrote the date to be different without messing up the whole story. Number 2. Certain Pokemon only appeared at certain times of day. Thanks to advances in technology, the DS was able to support real-time in-game event changes, and the Pokemon series took full advantage of the incredible power of the Nintendo DS. This took the form of the day and night system in-game, but also the lesser-known feature of the Pokemon encounters changing with the time. Some Pokemon would only appear during the day, and some would only appear at night. Some appeared less or more frequently. It was a pretty cool minor detail that elevated the game far above that of its predecessors. It's too bad there were mons exclusive to the morning, a time I was never up for as a kid. Number 1! When asked in an interview with Hideo Kamiya, the artist for all Gen 4 Pokemon, about which designs were his least favorite, he had stated it was the starters of Gen 4, saying, "I get it. It was a funny pun to have a penguin look like Napoleon and call him Empoleon. But like, really?" Hey guys, thank you so much for watching my top 10 list. My wife's boyfriend says if this gets 100 likes, I can get a Nintendo Switch, so please smash that like button to help a fellow gamer out. Want to see more culturally relevant top 10 lists? Smash that subscribe button and notification bell to be notified whenever I read another wiki page into a microphone again.